y'all hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Own your own American picture created by the hands of a white man. Celebrate your white right to shoot and dead a black child who should have ran and hid and not stood his ground with confidence, who forgot which system applied to him, who was unaware that defending yourself with tea and Skittles was not as sweet on this side of the rainbow, that in America being black was the color used to keep in line where you can't wear a hoodie, you can't play loud music, you can't be skipping home from elementary school, and you better not stop and ask for help under any circumstances. Concrete has now become canvas for modern-day Picassos. White expressionists lay out their mediums block to block. They paint the street in cubism. But let's cop that fat boy stroke for pop locks to choke locks to stop his beat, to put his heart in a box 6 feet. I thought I told you that they won't stop. You hip but too timid to hop. Radio Raheem, do the right thing. Even Spike Lee can tell ya. This picture is deeper than Eric Garner's asthma. Black bodies, ooh, man.
Got it, take your time. You got it.
Man, let me go to the paper. My bad.
Good. Good. Give it to us.
I'm going to have that joint, though.
Take your time,
All right, I'm going to start all over. This is going to be quick, all right? Take your time. Own your own American picture created by the hands of a white man. Celebrate your white right to shoot and dead a black child who should have ran and hid, not stood his ground with confidence, who forgot which system applied to him, who was unaware that the taste of reality and defending yourself with tea and Skittles was not as sweet on this side of the rainbow, that being black in America was the color used to keep in line where you can't wear a hoodie, you can't play loud music, you can't be skipping home from elementary school, and you better not stop and ask for help under any circumstances. Concrete has now become canvas for modern-day Picassos. White expressionists lay out their mediums block to block. They paint the streets in cubism. But let's cop that fat boy stroke from pop locks to choke locks. Stop his beat to put in a box 6 feet. I thought I told you that they won't stop. You hip but too timid to hop. Radio Raheem, do the right thing. Even Spike Lee can tell ya. This picture is deeper than Eric Garner's asthma. Black bodies, contortion, splattered blood spread out. They dusting brothers like a rare Basquiat. We placed their remnants in graffiti on walls, painted on t-shirts so we can pay homage to them. But see how quick the whitewash of the everyday struggle to keep a clean image make their colors fade from our remembrance, and no one wants to get their hands dirty. A black child's ear to the city street is like a Van Gogh that has been cut off from every aspiration and dream that they could have ever thought of, and continuing to say that they died before their time is an idiotic backhand with no idea of retribution posed by our people's neglect and the crying mother's naked eye of truth. Anyone with some sense wouldn't want to be part of a generation that ignores another Van Gogh. How long? How long are you going to be unsupportive to another black life body of work? Talking about making the dream a reality when the reality is more fake than the dream. Dream deferred because they lied. When Martin Luther King showed the example to chase their dream instead of his dream, the black dream died. But you cannot see the irony, let alone the horror in this picture, because you are afraid of the nightmare of failing and being unsuccessful in a society that was already established to make you fail. But I can understand how you could justify their white ideal of justice from the darker sides of a revolution. We are much stronger people. And we don't need to keep trying to prove to them that we equal, but you Negroes are scared. You're not a child, but let me school you. America's popular culture has enslaved you into thinking that they have power. Got you scared that if you go outside the lines of this picture, you'll get popped. Lift every voice and sing pop. Talk about making a difference for our people and have some progress in doing so, pop. A black eye can never see a right haymaker of truth, especially if his vision has been bullied for centuries and bruised by a left hook of fear. And God we trust was whispered in the numbness of that cut-off field. Wake up, pop. Their image of power is an illusion like the Wizard of Oz. Instead of picking up the weight of your oppression and throwing it back at your oppressors, you would rather march down that yellow brick road which has become the symbolism of our cowardice. Here, let me give you one of those bricks and let it stand for courage so you can sculpture a spark in your brain long enough to put a magnifying glass so that you can see that not only do you have a heart, but you need to get some nuts to paint your own grounds. And don't you worry about nothing that might be a load. Come on, ease on down the road, huh? And show them that ain't nobody fresh in our motherfucking clique in ruby, red, black, green, glittered, and gold, so that you can feel more prideful and not be so concerned about slipping in this country or anywhere else in the world. We're going to click up like a collage in unison, all the way up to the idea of the sun reaching the end at the hill becomes glued into our understanding. Click after click and brick after brick we use in America's making, untwisted, twisted knots from the shoes on our leaders' lips so they can stop running their mouth and whatnots. Those not the dudes, fight back shit. Just do it. So some real action and cut out the monkey business. Let this country witness the devastation in the eye of a black storm while we take a whiz to their foolishness on everything that we kept pinned up in this unjust society. Thinking freedom? No, free your dome and believe that there's no place like our own goddamn home. Own your own
Yes, sir.
American picture.
Yes, sir.